Hey everyone, it's me Gavin and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at our brand new event in Goddess of Victory NIKKE, which introduces a brand new character as well. Her name is Bready, and very excited to take a look at this event, which is called a new flavor. Very much going to be going the more culinary route with this one, from what we can tell. So here we are in game. You guys get to see all the different notices, right? Brand new pickup recruitment for our new SSR Bready. A NIKKE who tastes and analyzes food has joined the battlefield, and that is something that I can definitely relate to as a foodie myself. Very much love to eat and love to try out different foods and all that stuff. So very much looking forward to getting into the story event, which we will be doing. So spoiler warning in advance here. And as is customary, we will be also trying to do at least one 10 pull for Bready. We've got solo raid notices, Made in Bloom, which is a brand new outfit, I believe, for aid. And then we also have community events going on over at the blah blah link, so you guys can head on over there, participate in those, try to get yourself some rewards, some gems, and all that stuff in game. And again, lots of updates here. I believe there was a little bit of maintenance for this event, and I believe it was all related to Bready's skill kit, from what I know. So there's probably going to be some rewards here, login rewards, as you guys can see here. Bready in the background, she looks absolutely incredible in my opinion. Dude, very excited to see her in action. Oh, we've got even another login reward here. The same as always, our 21-day login reward, right? And then, of course, again, we've got the notices. We've got all kinds of different benefits here. Compensation, issue with Bready's skill description, maintenance complete compensation, maintenance gifts. Go in-game right now, claim them all. Look at how many free gems there are. Literally 3,600 gems and 5 advanced recruit vouchers, and a whole ton of other stuff, upgrade items, all that good stuff. So if you guys missed out on doing your dailies before this maintenance happened, then there's a little bit of compensation there for you as well, right? So again, we are going to be going in and doing a 10 pull for the recruitment for Bready. Hopefully, we'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll be able to bring her home, because I think she looks incredible. Freaking burst animation too, man. Oh, dude. It's so good. It's so good. She looks absolutely incredible, and I think that she's going to be a very beneficial person to have if you're going to be trying for the more sustained damage route, from what I understand with her skill kit. And again, mind you, there are changes there, but she's a sniper wielder, I believe, and I think she's going to pair very well with like the latest versions of Mast and Anchor. Pretty sure. And then also possibly Rosanna as well, Summer Rosanna. So, again, fingers crossed. Here we go. Please come home, Bready. We need you. Oh, the fake out. The fake out. There it is. Oh, the last one on the list, as always. Again, the customary 10 pull. Hopefully we get lucky here. Hopefully this is Bready.
Nice done.
Please. Missilus, not Bready, unfortunately. But that's just the way the bread crumbles sometimes, right? You get Naga, which I'm not mad about in the slightest. I'll take it. That is fantastic. But that's what we're gonna do. We'll do the 10 pull for now. She will be added to the main roster of recruitable characters after all of this ends. So as you guys can tell, I'm stockpiling all my currency and all that stuff for the 2.5 year anniversary, and then also the Stellar Blade collaboration. So I'm gonna continue doing that. But without further ado, we should probably go and get into new flavor, right, and check out the whole new story event and all that stuff. But I know I said without further ado, I gotta accept these dispatch missions. I gotta send my NIKKEs out. Okay, the bulletin board needs to be cleared. I just gotta be doing this in the background. It's gotta happen.
Commencing operation.
Never do anything in this game until you at least do that, right? So that way your time's not wasted. All right. Well, now without further ado, new flavor. Let's check out the splash art. Oh, not yet. Ring. Welcome. How many are in your party? Just one. All right. I'll guide you to a single table. What would you like to order? Oh god, it's gonna be the entire menu, I can tell. I'll have whatever is the most popular. Oh, okay, okay. Maybe I was wrong. We have a special dish on offer this month. Would you like us to prepare that for you? Sure. Very well. We'll have that ready for you in just a moment. What's it gonna be? Here you are. Enjoy. So it's a sous vide tenderloin. Oh, baby. Sous vide tenderloin. I don't think tenderloin needs to be sous vide, though, in my opinion. I know a lot of people do prefer sous vide, but for me personally, just good hot sear in a pan, a little bit of butter, a little bit of thyme, garlic, baste it a little bit. Poof, that's all you need. Do not need to sous vide a tenderloin, in my opinion. Just gonna put that out there. Imitation beef tenderloin made out of Splendimin. Of course, it would be. Asparagus, potatoes, mushrooms, and bell peppers as sides. Bell peppers, interesting choice. Let's see how it is. They're getting a little graphic here. I can't taste anything. I don't understand. What's going on with me? That's a problem. How can you serve this to your customers? The flavor is completely off. Our sincerest apologies, ma'am. We'll prepare another dish for you right away. Are you sure this hasn't gone bad? Okay, so apparently the food here is miserable? Food simply shouldn't taste like this. I'll confirm with the kitchen and get back to you. Before you do that, just try some yourself. Everyone seems to have a problem with the flavor. This isn't good. That's an interesting shot. Alright, new flavor, here we are. I believe this NIKKE is Crust, I think her name is. But we will be introduced to her very shortly. Trying to listen to the background music. Very cheery, nice. We'll give it a better listen later on. Let's enter. Let's go and check out what we have here. Oh, dude, I like this. The little, like, serving tray with the bread, of course, right? Gotta have it there. Reward boosted DKs. Let's check that out. We got Bready, Emma, Yunhwa, Rupee, Milk, Query. We've got Rappy, Anise, Neon, of course, customary, all the good stuff. Was that a sandwich? Reward info for clearing this event stage. Splendimin bread. Okay. Alright. Let's go and construct our team. So I will go with Milk. We'll throw Emma in there just for good measure. We will also go with Rupee because I love Rupee. Query. And Rappy. Sure, why not? Let's do that. Unfortunately, again, we were not lucky in getting Bready, but we'll play through the story. And my apologies if I do sound a little bit nasally, guys. I've been feeling under the weather a lot recently, so that's why I haven't been putting out as much content as I would like, but nevertheless, here we are. Knock, knock. Commander, may I come in? Sure, come on in. Sorry for disturbing you so early in the morning, but have you eaten yet? No, I just woke up. Good. For the time being, please refrain from going to the dining hall or purchasing any food elsewhere. Is there like a contaminant or something going on here? Stick to these instead. Are those combat rations? Yes. I prepared them in advance for whenever we're out on a mission. Why is it so important that we have these instead of regular food? We don't know exactly what's going on. But last night, reports began coming in about food in the Ark tasting unusual. It started with restaurants and household meals. But earlier this morning, even pre-packaged snacks and treats have apparently developed an odd flavor to them. I tasted some myself, and the taste indeed was quite peculiar, unlike anything I've experienced before. That's why, just to be safe, I'm recommending you stick to the combat rations for now. What in the world? Cooking Oil is on their way to investigate further. That is the squad name that Bready is associated with, okay? Cooking Oil? You mean the squad? Hello? Is this the commander's room? If it is, may we come in? I'm Crust from Cooking Oil. I glance at Rappy, who gives me an affirming nod. Come in. Dude, look at this freaking chef's hat! The strawberries! Holy crap! I love her design. That is fantastic. Oh boy. This is really nerve-wracking. Hello, Commander? It's an honor to finally meet you in person. I'm Crust, squad leader and head chef. Nice to meet you. Hi. I'm Bready, the taster. Pleased to meet you. Love this background music too. Nice to meet you both. But what's this all about? Has no one briefed you yet? We're here to investigate why all the food has started tasting funny. We, including you, have to conduct an inquiry and come up with the solution. Wait, why am I included in this? We were told to go and rendezvous with you, Commander. And so, to that end, we'd like to ask you to try this food. Crust and Bready pull out a large lunchbox and place it on the desk. These are the dishes that Crust made. Give them a taste. Is that all I have to do? Yep. And they'll be delicious too. Wasn't she just saying how all the food has been tasting strange lately? I glance at the lunchbox apprehensively. How much did you put into this thing? I figured that since it was our first time meeting each other, it'd be nice to let you try a variety of different dishes. I think I may have gone overboard and made too much. That's never a bad thing, you know, we like a sampler platter, okay? I see. Well, may I? Help yourself. I reach for a small helping that appears to be an appetizer. Very nice. I see that you know which order to eat everything in. Scallops, truffles, and tuna are finger foods, so no need for utensils. You can pick them up with your hands. Enjoy! Alright. Pick up the scallop on the left with one hand. That's one thing I haven't had yet, strangely, is scallops. I know people say that bacon wrapped scallops are fantastic, but something I need to get around to, okay? Seafood's not really my forte. Just gonna put that out there. And pop it into my mouth. The flavor, it's extraordinary, okay? It's through the roof. It's off the scales. It's good stuffs. What do you think? Isn't it scrumptious? Scrumptious? It doesn't even begin to describe the scallop. It's better than scrumptious. The scallops are perfectly seared. The tangy lemon sauce enhances the freshness, and the crispy coconut adds a sweet crust. Coconut and scallop? I wonder. You guys let me know. Again, as I've said, I have not ever tried a scallop, so maybe, I don't know. I always usually see them just pan-seared, right? A little bit of salt, some pepper. Everything blends together in a harmonious symphony for my taste, but that was quite the description. It's absolutely divine. Oh my goodness! Divine? What does he mean by that, Crust? That's a term we use to describe the absolute pinnacle of flavor. When something tastes so extraordinary that it transcends the limits of ordinary language. Oh. To receive such effusive praise from the commander, and we've only just met. I can see that you're someone with a true love for food. Aren't I ever? Alright, it's decided then. You've made me feel special, and so I'll do the same for you. From now on, I shall call you Mr. Gourmand. Mr. Gourmand? Yes, Mr. Gourmand. That compliment you gave me a moment ago is the best I've ever received. There's still plenty of food left, so have at it. I certainly will. I'm so happy. Crust, it's great that the commander is enjoying the food as much as he is. But don't you have another lunchbox to share with him? Oh, right! I almost forgot. Before you finish all that food in front of you, be sure to try some of what's in here as well. Huh? Another lunchbox. This one's a bit different. This has got to be the food from, like, the restaurant or something, right? The other restaurant, the one that we had the bad experience at in the beginning. Please give it a taste and let me know what you think. Alright. The second lunchbox is also filled with dishes that look mouth-wateringly delectable. I'll start with this one. This tastes nothing like it looks. It's utterly vile. Are you okay, Commander? You can spit it out. That's probably one of the bad dishes. Tooey! Ugh. I'd say that confirms it. Ugh. Confirms what? The taste of the food around here has definitely changed. To be more specific, any Splendiman-based dishes that were manufactured this month are what seem to have been affected. So what changed in the production of Splendiman? That's what I'd ask, right? The first lunchbox was made with ingredients delivered prior to this month. The second used ingredients that were delivered today. Why has the taste suddenly changed? We're not entirely sure yet, but considering this involves the Ark's food supply, it's imperative that we figure it out, and soon. Alright, now that we've identified the issue, it's time to find a solution. And how are you going to do that? By using any and all means available to us. We'll issue a recall on the affected items and raise awareness as to what's happening. Restaurants and supermarkets keep detailed records of manufacturing dates and suppliers, so it should be relatively easy for them to recall their stock. It'll be much harder with ordinary households, however. Even more so here in the outposts. That's why we came here to personally check on the ingredients being used by the NIKKEs. We'd appreciate any assistance you can give us in that regard. Sure, I'd be happy to help. I'll go inform the others to be cautious about what they eat. Not everyone may have heard the news yet. Thanks, Rappy. Rappy? When you're filling them in on the situation, be sure not to go into too much detail. Why? It could cause unnecessary panic. Understood. Alright, let's head out. On our way. Oh, Commander, welcome. And you must be Crust, the host of Crunchy Cooking Class. You're familiar with my show? Of course. I watch it every time I cook. I'm so honored. I'm Crust from the Cooking Oil Squad, and this is Bready. Nice to meet you. I'm Emma. So, what brings you here so suddenly? Emma, I heard that you enjoy cooking. That's right. If you've prepared any dishes, could we try that? You do not want to ask for Emma's cooking. We're testing out a hypothesis. Of course. I've made plenty. Would you like to bite a bite too, Commander? I've already eaten a lot, so I'm fine. Oh, I see. Then, I guess it'll be just Crust and Bready. Wait just a moment, and I'll go get some for you. Mr. Gourmand, you didn't eat all that much earlier. Are you feeling okay? Well, I have a small appetite, that's all. Oh, I see. I'll be sure to adjust the portion sizes for your meals in the future. You'll understand soon enough, Crust, unfortunately. Something smells off. I can't even begin to surmise what that dish is supposed to be. It must have been made with the comprised ingredients. Or compromised ingredients. We'll know for sure once we taste it. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here you are. I followed one of Crust's broadcasts to make this, so it's a bit embarrassing. You made this on one of your shows before, Crust? This is incredible! But what exactly is it? It's supposed to be tomato soup. You made it on a special episode focusing on tomatoes. I followed the recipe that you gave, or tried to, at least. I see. Why is it black? Are you sure none of your ingredients were expired? Oh no, that's impossible. I always buy fresh ingredients when I'm cooking. I see. It's completely unrecognizable. I can't distinguish a single ingredient from looking at it, and that's a first. Not only that, if it was made with newly purchased ingredients, it's highly likely that they're amongst the affected batch. Tread carefully, Bready. Got it. Alright, here I go. Oh, but before I do, could you excuse me for a moment? Did she just look at Emma? Thank you. Now, onto the soup. Ready? Hold on. Let me take one more spoonful. You used a lot of ingredients, didn't you? I sure did. Tomatoes, onions, minced garlic, chocolate, herring, miso, oranges, eggs, beans, vinegar, tofu, hot sauce. What the hell is this concoction? And then some. Wait. Didn't you say that you follow the recipe from my cooking show? How come there are so many extra ingredients tossed in? The more tasty ingredients, the better, right? Perhaps I should add a disclaimer on the show to only use the ingredients that I mentioned. So, Bready, what's the verdict? Overall, I can tell that Emma has a genuine passion for cooking. Her food is made with so much love. There's a sense of joyful innocence to it, as if a child made it. It's also truly impressive that you were able to combine so many different ingredients into one dish. Thank you! I also can't taste a single thing. Again, that's a problem. You can't taste anything? What do you mean? Exactly what I said. I can't taste anything. Do you think there's something wrong with your taste buds? I did that. Huh? What do you mean? Why don't you try some of Emma's food for yourself? Alright. I will. And there you have it. All finished, Emma. Wow, such a clean plate. I'm glad to see you enjoyed it. Anyway, we believe there may be ingredients in circulation that are making food taste strange. I think that may be why your food tastes like it does. If you bought any Splendidman-based ingredients that were produced this month, please dispose of them all. Oh my, really? Can I keep using the ingredients that I bought before that? Yes. Until what date? That's what we're still unsure about. We're working on recalling the compromised ingredients, so the issue should be resolved soon. We'll let you know as soon as things return to normal. We only ask for your patience. Alright, I understand. To be honest, I didn't notice anything particularly strange about my food. But I suppose all the stuff you're saying would explain why you reacted so negatively to... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Well, thank you all for coming this way to let me know. I'll go through my pantry and discard anything that's from this month. I'm looking forward to the next episode of your show, Crust. Thank you for your cooperation. Take care. Poor Emma. She'll never learn. Are you feeling okay, Crust? Yeah, of course. You really shouldn't have forced yourself to finish everything. You know, I don't like leaving food uneaten. Anyway, you said you couldn't taste anything? Nothing at all. I did detect something. It was unlike any other flavor I'd experienced before. I don't think it had anything to do with the current ingredient situation. Maybe the flavor was so unique that it completely overwhelmed your taste buds. That's how it tasted to me, at least. It's MSG. The sort of totally what it is. It just enhances everything. It's overwhelming. I'm not sure if that explains it. Emma's cooking is pretty extreme. You got that right. That's why I've got to work harder than ever to improve my show. I'll be sure to remind viewers to use only the ingredients I mentioned. That's a good idea. Yeah, maybe that's it. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with my sense of taste. Yeah. I meant to ask you, Bready, why did you lick Emma? Oh, that? I was tasting her. Come again? Every NIKKE has their own unique flavor. I tasted her to determine if she intended on making food which would cause us harm. So to see if she was malicious, you tasted her? So interesting information here, though. Each NIKKE's got a unique taste to them. Store that in the data banks, okay? You can tell all that just by tasting someone? Yes. Isn't she amazing? Bready has incredible abilities when it comes to tasting. Like, what exactly? Well, nothing too grand. It's just that when I eat something, I can immediately identify everything about it. She's the god tongue. What ingredients were used, what flavor it has, the nutritional information, and precisely how it was made. Things like that. That's incredible. You think so? Bready will eat rare dishes from the surface to analyze them, and I use that data to recreate the flavors in my cooking. That's one of our main undertakings at Cooking Oil. Very impressive. Thanks. Alright, let's head to the next place. Where to this time? Ugh. First off, let's take a moment to settle our stomachs. Yeah. Feeling better? Yeah. I'm right as rain now. Let's head to the next location. Wouldn't it be easier to make an announcement about something this important? Why are the two of you running around doing this yourselves? Well, you see, we have to keep a tight lid on this. If we officially declare there's something wrong with the Splendiman, it'd cause a massive panic in the Ark. So, we're buying ourselves some time by saying it's all still under investigation. That's why I told Emma that everything was under control earlier. Then why are you telling me everything? So, we could drag you into this along with us. Oh, no, that's not it. We were told you were someone we could trust. And since you're helping us, we thought you should at least know the reason behind it. I see. Thanks. Anyway, time is short, so we should get a move on. Sure thing. So, are they just, like, taking me down with them? Is that what the plan is here? This must be the place. Let's head inside. Okay. After you, Mr. Gourmand. Welcome back, Master. And ladies. Wow. So this is the legendary maid cafe that I've heard so much about. It's so sparkly. I'm Aid, at your service. Would it be alright to ask for your names, ladies? Oh, I'm Crust. Bready. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Crust and Miss Bready. Please, have a seat. Oh, thank you. Was the trip here tiring? No, not at all. Something bothering you, Miss Bready? Oh, no. It's just that I'm not used to any of this. Then, I'll do my best to help you get comfortable. Thanks. So, what would you like to order? What's good here, Mr. Gourmand? Can't go wrong with the omurice. Omurice? Sounds delicious! We offer a special house omurice that you can only get here at our cafe. Would you like three of those? Yes, please. Aid gives a polite bow and heads into the kitchen. This is kind of exciting. It is. I wonder what Aid will taste like. What? Nothing. I'm not gonna lie, I probably might have had that thought cross my mind too. I don't know, I was just gonna put that out there, but a few moments later, here, 3 plates of omurice. Now, before you eat, you have to say the magic spell together. Magic spell? What's that? First, you make a heart shape with your hands, stretch them towards the omurice, and chant, "Ooey gooey goodness. Make this omurice delicious." Ooey gooey goodness, make this omurice delicious. Perfectly done, Master, as always. Next, Miss Crust. Ooey gooey goodness. Make this omurice delicious. Well done. Finally, Miss Bready. Ooey gooey goodness. Make this omurice delicious. If you say it too softly, the spell won't work. How about saying it a little louder? Do we really have to do this? It's not like it'll actually affect the flavor. Oh no! This omurice will truly become more delicious after the spell is cast. The only way you'll know if the spell works is by doing it. Could you give me your hand for a moment, Aid? Of course, miss. Good grief, there she goes looking again. You really are a maid. And your desire for this omurice to receive a magic blessing is genuine. Of course. Very well. I'll give it a shot. Ooey gooey goodness. Make this omurice delicious. That was wonderfully done. Now, enjoy your meal, everyone. Oh boy! This looks like it'll actually taste good, unlike before. Let's eat! Thanks for the meal. Is it gonna be good? We have to wait and find out! Alright, what's the verdict gonna be? Let's find out. She doesn't look overly impressed, I'll say that much. This tastes horrible. It's identical to what I ate in the second lunchbox Crust gave me. It's not even that the food seems spoiled, but the flavor is somehow indescribably bizarre. Ugh. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Are you alright? Is there anything wrong with the omurice? It tastes a bit weird. Ugh. When did you buy the ingredients you use for this omurice? We use many ingredients that we purchase at different times, but the main ingredient, the eggs, were bought 2 days ago. I knew it. There are some bad ingredients going around now that are negatively affecting the flavor of foods. We've issued a recall, so you'll have to discard all the ingredients you've purchased this month. Oh, that means most of our ingredients are unusable. Will any ingredients we buy later also have issues? It's hard to say. The higher-ups said they're taking serious steps to resolve the issue, so things should be better quite soon. I see. This is a real inconvenience. We'll probably have to close the cafe for a while. May I ask how this happened? You can ask, but I won't be able to give you an answer. We're as mystified as you are. I see. This must be a difficult job for you all to carry out. In that case, my deepest apologies to you all. Huh? Why are you apologizing? Regardless of the reason, the simple fact is that I served you food that was inferior. It's my fault for not sampling it beforehand. I'm sorry for causing you an unpleasant experience. And yes, I'm leaving that in. Here's my final review. The ingredients and cooking methods were fairly standard. Nothing stood out. However, the manner in which you wholeheartedly threw yourself into making of the dish was the true magical spell. Setting aside the imperfect flavor caused by the ingredients, you helped this dish leave a positive impression on me. Thank you so much for saying that. If you ever come back, I'll make sure to serve you a truly delicious omurice. I'm looking forward to that. If you have too many ingredients to dispose of, we can assist. No, we'll handle it. I wouldn't want to trouble you any further. Wow, such hospitality! Bready, let's be sure to come back here once this is all sorted out. Yeah, let's do that. It looks like the cafe will have to close temporarily. Once the situation with the ingredients is resolved, please be sure to visit us again. Take care, all of you! Well, that was unfortunate, and a definitely unexpected turn of events, in my opinion. I was expecting the food to be good and flavorful. Well, we made the rounds. At least the food at the outpost is safe now. Great work, everyone. Yeah, nicely done, you guys. I really could use some proper food. Hang in there. Things will get better soon. Alright. Oh, by the way, when the flavors go back to normal, we'll make sure to invite you into our kitchen. If it hadn't been for this little snafu, we would have prepared a full course meal instead of just a lunchbox. We feel bad we couldn't treat you to a proper feast like we wanted. Isn't that right, Bready? 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 Bready stares blankly at her hand. Bready! Are you talking to me? Bready, are you okay? You feel sick or something? Crust? Commander? I have something important to say. Huh? What is it? I really can't taste anything. What? Whenever I eat food that's been made using the compromised Splendamin, I can't taste a single thing. Maybe Emma's cooking made your taste bud blow a fuse. No, that's not it. It's not just taste. No information or emotions are coming through either. I didn't say anything, but I felt like this ever since we went to that restaurant yesterday. None of the food you or Aid prepared had any flavor whatsoever to me. I thought you would have noticed. All the feedback I gave was vague and oblique, and I didn't provide any concrete details regarding their ingredients or other information. I assumed you were just being vague because it didn't taste good. I had no idea. This is really a big deal. Well, we're gonna have to find a solution, the answers to unlocking her taste buds again for her, right? So we're gonna have to continue here with event 1-6, which is gonna be coming up right now. Tell us more. Ready? My loss of taste only seems to happen with food made from compromised ingredients. Emma and Aid themselves had a flavor to them, which I was able to pick up no problem. And the food made using older ingredients was fine as well. Okay, that's good. So, the issue isn't necessarily with you. Once the Splendiment issue is resolved, will everything go back to normal? Yes, but we don't know when that will happen. Haven't you been saying that it'll be resolved soon? Sorry, that was a lie. I'm just parroting what the higher-ups told us to say. Nobody has any idea when things will improve. So, we just have to stand around and wait? That's what they want, yes. But that would take too long. What do you mean? I can't go that long without a sense of taste. This may sound strange to you, but if I can't taste, and thus receive information, I'll end up collapsing in on myself. If I don't taste things continuously, my ability essentially backfires on me. I definitely do fully understand, but I'll read the line. I'm not sure I fully understand. It's hard to explain. I'm feeling a bit out of it, to be honest. She prides herself on her ability to be able to, like, taste things and be able to analyze, be able to pick up on notes and spices and seasonings and the food itself and information regarding the food. Like, that's her existence, that's her being, right? So when that's taken away from her, obviously she's not going to feel like herself. I get it. Trust me, I've been there. When I had COVID, I could not taste food. And dude, I'm telling you, it's one of the worst experiences ever. And right now, being as sick as I am, it's muted, but I can still taste food. I can still taste, and that's good. Because then, I still feel somewhat like myself. I don't have to feel not like myself, like Bready's feeling right now. Sounds like eating isn't very enjoyable activity for you. Isn't a very enjoyable activity for you? That's what I'm trying to say. Currently, probably not, no. I didn't expect you to say something like that. But, you're right. Forcibly having to eat things and receive their information? Like some kind of robot? It's not exactly pleasant. Like some kind of robot, eh? So, what should we do? We can head back to the kitchen and check if there are any older ingredients left. We used them all for the lunchbox we gave to the commander. Oh. Darn. And we could go to the market and try to buy something, some slightly older ingredients. Although, the restaurants have already started hoarding them, so I'm not sure how much will be left. Cross. Don't worry so much. I'll be fine. The worst thing is that I'll have to suffer for a few days. But, wouldn't it be better if you didn't have to suffer at all? My thoughts exactly, Mr. Gourmand. There's no need to suffer unnecessarily. Let's look for a solution. There must be a way. I have quite a few rations in my room. Would those work? Rations, processed food, instant food. They all taste the same to me, and don't provide much information. I could last half a day on them, but no longer than that. I see. So, it has to be proper food. Yes, my palate is rather demanding, unfortunately. I think I have two possible solutions. Two of them? What are they? The first is to solve the Splendiment issue ASAP so proper food becomes available sooner. That's easier said than done. second is to find a substitute for Splendimin. That's also next to impossible. However, of the two, the second option might be worth trying. Huh? Really? We all know that there is no substitute for Splendimin at the moment. If there were, Splendimin wouldn't have been created in the first place. However, the important thing is that it makes for a convincing excuse to go up to the surface. We can say that we have to go up and search for a potential Splendimin substitute. If we go up to the surface under that pretense, you'll naturally have to taste test everything we come across as a part of the search. And that would mean that Bready would get to explore and enjoy a whole bunch of flavors along the way. Exactly. Considering we have no way of knowing when the situation will correct itself, this is the best option we have available to us. Then let's get a move on. To the surface! Off we go. The only thing is that if we do this, we'll need to produce tangible results. If we come back completely empty-handed, the commander's reputation would take a hit. I don't mind. You don't? My reputation is stellar enough that it won't falter for something like this. Wow. And who knows? We might actually find a substitute. Well, actually, never mind. You're right. You're so cool, Mr. Gourmand! But why are you doing all this for someone you only met today? It's not a problem. As a commander, it's my duty to be here for you. I'm also worried about Bready as well. I told you, I'm fine. If that were true, Crust wouldn't be as concerned as she is. So, I'm worried about you too. I see. Bready? You okay? She wants to taste the commander. It's just... this is the first time I've met a commander like you. Alright then. I'll be honored if you came up to the surface with us. Off we go! The next day. You're going to look for a Splendimin replacement? Where did you come up with that idea? Many people are having trouble because of the current situation we're having with Splendimin. I figured having an additional food options other than Splendimin would be a good idea. All we've gotten is word that things haven't been resolved yet. We don't even know how things are progressing. It's quite frustrating. Did anyone from Cooking Oil mention anything? No. They're just as in the dark as we are. Really? That's strange. At any rate, I hope to hear good news from you soon. Alright. I head to the elevator with a heavy heart. Good morning, Mr. Gourmand. Morning. Why do you have so much stuff? Oh, this is nothing. I just packed a few essentials. A camping stove, frying pan, pong. I completely combined those two words. Pot, tong, and other tools. Salt, pepper, chili powder, soy sauce, and other seasonings. And why are you bringing all that? So that when we find something tasty, we can cook it up straight away. That way, Bready can recover more quickly as well. This is starting to feel like a camping trip. How are you doing, by the way, Bready? Fine. Sometimes I space out, but I'm alright. For now. I see. Let's get going. Okie dokie. Alright. I mean, have you ever tasted any food cooked over the fire is all I'm saying. It adds a fantastic flavor. Upon arriving at the surface, we begin looking for anything edible nearby. Bready, what kind of food do you prefer? I'm not sure. It's hard to narrow it down. To put it simply, I like things that I find stimulating. You mean something like spicy foods? Not stimulating in that sense. I'm talking more about new flavors, ingredients, or textures. That's what I'm into. I'm sure there are plenty of things on the surface I haven't tried. True. That's why I... Commander. Bready! Mr. Gourmand! I think I found something. Really? Ta-da! It's a plant I've never seen before. Neither have I. What do you think, Bready? Is it edible? Hold on. It's a taste I've never had before, but it feels similar to water celery. I am detecting trace amounts of toxins, so you'll need to be careful when eating it. Trace amounts of toxins? Does that mean we need to boil it, possibly? The seeds appear to have traveled here via wind. For such a hostile and foreign environment, these seeds are really thriving. Great! Looks like we found a winner. You think that can replace Splendimin? Huh? Oh no. I meant, we found something that Bready can eat. Don't forget that we're also off here to find Splendimin substitutes. Ah, right. It won't be easy, but let's give it a shot. Here, try this. This one won't work, but it does taste nice. What about this one? This won't work either. It's too difficult to cultivate. Dang, this sure is tough. What does something need to qualify as a replacement for Splendimin? First, it must be able to grow underground. It needs to contain sufficient nutrients. And for the sake of our own quality of life, it should taste decent. But most importantly, it has to be cheap to cultivate on a mass scale, at a lower cost than it does to manufacture Splendimin. Those are some stringent requirements. That's why I don't think we'll be finding a replacement anytime soon. I see. Still, let's keep looking. Let's go, Bready. Alright. Something about this seems fishy. Are they trying to pull a fast one on us? Is that what he's trying to say? Let's see. Now that we found a place to stay for the night, let's get ourselves sorted. From all the specimens we've gathered today, 2 can be eaten as is. 4 need to be treated in some fashion before they're edible, and 13 are inedible. All in all, not bad. I thought so too. Oof, I'm starving. You must be famished too, Mr. Gourmand. Let me use what we found to whip up something nice and tasty. Give me just a moment. Alright, thanks. Crust grabs the ingredients and culinary equipment, then heads elsewhere to start cooking. Bready? Are you alright? Yeah, I think so. I tasted a lot of things today, so I don't feel too out of it. Glad to hear it. Are you hungry? You haven't actually eaten any of the stuff we found. All you've done is lick them. Using the tip of my tongue gives me a better sense of the flavors. Texture, mouthfeel, and other sensations come later. Taste alone is enough to satisfy my appetite, so I'm fine. Fascinating. I must admit that it is a slow and laborious process, though. Usually, I have to taste things every waking moment when I'm not asleep. These candies I carry are for times like this, when I'm unable to taste anything for long periods. But candies that's been newly opened doesn't have a robust flavor to it at all. So is this indicating to us that she's been through this before? This ability of mine can be a real pain. Yeah, that must be hard. Constantly having to force yourself to eat, even when it's not enjoyable? Commander? Food's ready! Crust is a very convenient way of constantly entering and interrupting whenever Bready's about to say something. Interesting. I've concocted one heck of a succulent meal for you. Go ahead and dig in, Mr. Roman. There's some for you too, Bready. Alright. Wow, thanks. In front of us is a spread of dishes that you wouldn't expect could be made with ingredients found on the surface. The flavor's unbelievable. Not bad. The differing flavors of all the ingredients blend together nicely. Top-notch cooking as always, Crust. Glad you like it. Portions are a bit small for my liking, though. It can't be helped. I can manage. We'll just have to try harder tomorrow. Yeah. We'll need to camp out tonight. Are you okay with that, Mr. Gramon? Of course. I'm used to it. Nice. I'll start preparing for dinner. If Bready seems unwell, be sure to let me know straight away. Alright, will do. Crust leaves to prepare our meal, a look of determination on her face. Bready has been spacing out more and more over the past few days. Bready, are you feeling worse? Huh? I don't know. I thought I was fine, but I guess there's still something missing in the flavor. I'm sorry to put you and Crust through all this. You're going through much worse. There's hardly anything out here for you to taste. There's something I've always wanted to taste. To know what stories it holds. My greatest hope is that one day I will be able to get a taste of it. What is it? Two things, actually. The first is to experience taste as others do. No information, no story, no emotions. Just pure flavor. And the second is... enter... Crust. Me. Wait, what? What? I'm not sure I understand. She wants to taste herself? What do I taste like? What's my story? What thoughts, memories, and feelings are stored within me? Would tasting myself bring me happiness? I want to taste it. Even if it's just one bite. A new flavor. A happy flavor. Bready slowly raises her hand and brings it towards her mouth. Bready, wait! Crust! Hearing my call, Crust drops everything and sprints over. Hey! She wants to cannibalize herself or something? Does she just mean taste or does she mean like eat herself? Huh? Crust pulls out an old tattered wallet from seemingly out of nowhere and proceeds to hold it up to Bready's mouth. Huh? Why are you suddenly giving her a wallet? I had no choice. If Bready's condition worsens before we can find quality ingredients, this is the only option left. It's made of synthetic leather. It must have felt lonely. It's waited in the same spot for so long, hoping for its owner to return. It's been tattered and trampled by raptors, but it's endured all the same. forever remaining in the same spot. It's a nice flavor. Bready? Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Thank you for the lovely meal. What in the world is going on? Do you remember when I told you Bready has incredible abilities? Yes. You said she could find out all there is to know about food. Exactly. And for me, anything that can be tasted can be considered food. So does that mean if I could touch it with my tongue, I could taste it? That means I can taste just about anything. From water and regular food to dirt and inanimate objects. So all that stuff you said about the wallet just now was from tasting it? It's harder for me to deduce everything about objects. I can, however, figure out their structural components and delve into past memories which involve them. The memories come at random, but typically focus on the ones that are most vivid. This ability of yours really is unbelievable. It's incredibly useful, but it's also very dangerous if you really think about it, right? This has to remain a secret. No one else can know. You don't need to ask why, I literally just told you. There's too much potential for others to abuse Bready's ability. Sorry, I fell out of character for a second. All she has to do is taste something, anything, and she'll be able to reveal everything about it. It's an ability that can and should be used for good. But many have tried to use me and my abilities with ill intentions. Uncovering weaknesses or digging up secrets through the memories imprinted on an object, or on objects. Just thinking about it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Must keep this a secret. I beg of you. Please. I won't tell a soul. Thank you. This ability has made me know far more than I'd ever want to. But I have to keep tasting things. It's situations like this where I can end up in danger of collapsing in on myself. I try to taste myself, tasting and chewing over my information, my thoughts, endlessly. So much so that I lose sight of who I am. I keep tasting until I've worn it all down to nothing. It sounds intense. It also sounds incredibly depressing. I'm sorry to have dragged you into all of this. Don't be sorry. I'm honored that you feel you could trust me with the secret. You really feel that way? Well, at any rate, we don't have many other options. Our primary goal is to make sure Bready's conditions improve. So, to that end, let's keep searching for anything we can find that's left behind. If that doesn't work, we've got plenty of trees and dirt around us. Yes, the surface is full of things to taste. And of course, we'll keep looking for anything that could be a potential Splendiman substitute. Very interesting backstory for Bready. Here, try this. There's no flavor. I can't see this being turned into a decent dish. And what about this? It's an interesting flavor, but it's not edible. Darn! Oh, what's this? What about this? A mushroom. No kidding! Ooh, and it's an enoki mushroom. It has a nice, subtle aroma and pleasing texture. But I'm afraid mushrooms won't work. Why not? It's true that they don't require sunlight and can grow using organic matter. They're quite rich in nutrients as well. A supremely useful food. However, mushrooms are still mushrooms, so they won't work. What does that even mean? Splendiman can replicate meat, fruits, and everything in between, including mushrooms. Whereas mushrooms can only be mushrooms. Still, considering how dire the situation is, wouldn't mushrooms be a decent alternative to Splendiman? They'd be fine. They'd be easy to cultivate inside the Ark, could be mass-produced, are tasty, and packed full of nutrients. That's precisely why they can't work. Trust me, we've tried it before, and failed. There are too many practical hurdles to making it work. We'd be better off trying to find something else. They would make for a great meal later, though, so we should still take them with us. Right before we came to the surface, I started feeling something wasn't quite right. I think I'm starting to understand why. I know why you're saying mushrooms aren't a viable option. It's because they could cause people to stop relying on Splendiman. There it is! There it is! We're literally just being strung along. You were supposed to abide by what they want you to do, which is just consume Splendiman, which means that they can do whatever they want to it to manipulate you, man. It's not... We always knew it was sus, okay? Splendiman is the Ark's only food source. Bready has incredible abilities when it comes to tasting. Like what exactly? Well, nothing too grand. It's just that when I eat something, I can immediately identify everything about it. What ingredients were used, what flavors it has, the nutritional information, and precisely how it was made. Things like that. That's incredible. You think so? Bready will eat rare dishes from the surface and analyze them, and I use that data to recreate the flavors in my cooking. That's one of our main undertakings at Cooking Oil. But most importantly, it has to be cheap to cultivate on a mass scale, at a lower cost than it does to manufacture Splendiman. Those are some stringent requirements. That's why I don't think we'll be able to find, or we'll be finding a replacement anytime soon. First, there's Bready's ability. Then, there are the things you both said to indicate you know about Splendiman's production costs. You two must know all the secrets about Splendiman. You're right. That's why both Cross and I have safeguards installed in our brains. Say what? Alright, we need the secrets. Give us the details. Did you say safeguards? Yes. Do you know what that is? I've heard of them. I've heard something similar regarding the Protocol Squad. It's probably the same thing. I see. Then there's no need for a lengthy explanation. Practically, everything about Splendiman is veiled in secrecy. Nothing about it can get out. That's why both of you have been insisting on that the alternative to Splendiman is impossible. Yes, but we're also telling the truth. We've done plenty of our own investigating and research, and there's nothing that can fully replace Splendiman. Nor should there be. Eating is an integral part of human life. Nobody knows how Splendiman is made, or what ingredients are used. If people were able to eat food from the surface instead, especially if it was cheap and available in large quantities, there would be all sorts of divisions in the Ark. At least, that's what those at the top fear would happen. Essentially, if they could provide their own food, then they don't need to rely on the higher-ups in the Ark, right? If they had other alternatives, but they don't have an alternative, there's only Splendiman. So if they want Splendiman in order to replicate eating as a necessity, then they have to rely on the higher-ups in the Ark. They have to listen or obey them. It's a control tactic. I won't ask you to tell me about Splendiman. You wouldn't tell me anyway. But I need to at least understand what's happening with these so-called compromised ingredients right now. You both know, don't you? Tell me what the hell is going on. I didn't expect you to be so blunt with your questioning. What's the point in telling you anyway? What would change? It's not like there's anything you could do to change things. I want to be in this together with you. And before I can help you both, I need to know why this is happening. We don't know much either. There's been a problem in the Splendiman production process, and that's pretty much all we know. We also suspect that that's why nothing has any flavor anymore. They put safeguards in place to ensure I can't get to the bottom of it through my abilities. Those scumbags. I know. However, when we were sent out to dispose of the Splendiman, we did hear something. Bready! It's alright, Crust. The main ingredient used to make Splendiman is something that the Ark can source very cheaply. Here we go, guys. And a single unit of it can produce massive amounts of Splendiman. Dude, are we freaking eating rapture cores? That's why you're convinced nothing can replace it. Exactly. I didn't realize there was such an abundance of resources up on the surface. There's an abundance of resources to be sure. Unfortunately, it's not on the surface. Really? Yeah. Anyway, the workers who make this stuff are all mass-produced NIKKEs who undergo a rigorous screening process beforehand. They eat, sleep, and work at the Splendiman factory. When we went to receive our orders after the incident, we heard one of the mass-produced NIKKEs had disappeared without a trace. That's all we know. And so, that's all we can tell you. I see. We may never uncover the truth. Sometimes, having no answer is the answer. Surely you can't be pleased with how things are currently. It's that obvious, huh? Our squad's entire existence is based around creating and tasting food. Food is not something to be trifled with. And I don't like the food in the Ark. It lacks a story. What do you mean? Flavors of food from the surface contain stories. A river behind a mountain evaporates and turns into rain. That rain breathes life into desiccated seeds that were dying before. The seeds travel and interact with various insects and other animals, take in nutrients, and eventually bear fruit. Everything in the Ark, on the other hand, tells the same identical story. For someone like me, who needs to experience different flavors, it's very trying. I've endured by delving into the stories of the chefs, imagining how exactly they prepare their ingredients. So of course, I'm not happy about the situation where Splendiman is a staple. I see. Nothing's going to change anyway. Everything will return back to the way it has always been. Nevertheless, it still feels good to have confided in you. Thank you for listening to my story, Commander. Don't mention it. It must have been difficult to be so open, and I appreciate you telling me. And it must have been very monotonous and boring to keep eating the same foods pretty much over and over and over again, considering that it's literally just Splendiman, but nobody pays it much attention. But what the freaking heck is it? And do we find out now, or are we going to have to wait to find out? Because Something tells me it's probably like rapture parts or something. Maybe there's something else darker behind this. I really am curious. She wants to taste me. So, did you find any ingredients that could serve as substitutes? No. And why not? We couldn't find anything suitable. And we never will. You seem quite certain about that. It went about as well as I expected. Thank you for your efforts. Deputy Chief Anderson, do you know anything about Splendiman? No, I don't. And frankly, I don't care. Why are you curious about it? What do I choose? Oh man. Do I tell him the truth? He is a higher up, right? He's not the higher up, so yes, I am. Understandable. But even if you did know everything about it, it wouldn't change anything. Yes. We'll have to continue consuming Splendiman. That's right. Anyway, it's nearly time for my next meeting. You'll have to excuse me. Sure. The instigating factor behind the incident has been identified as a malfunction in the machinery used for storing Splendiman. All affected Splendiman has been disposed of, and additional measures will be taken to ensure such incidents do not occur again. Finally! I know it was only a few days, but it felt like eons. I'm so glad things are back to normal. Let's go treat ourselves today! Great idea. What should we eat? Do you have anything in mind, Commander? Rappy, is that you? We're planning on going out to eat. Got any suggestions? You're heading out for food? Is the Commander coming along? Yeah. Sorry, but you'll have to take a rain check, Commander. Huh? Why? We received an invitation from Cooking Oil. The mailing address is from their private kitchen. It seems they want to serve you a private meal. Cooking Oil? Does that mean Crust is going to cook for you? Aw, man, I'm so jealous. I want to go too. Me too, I want to join. They don't run any type of restaurant, so it's next to impossible to get a chance to taste their food. The invitation is addressed only to the Commander. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do. We'll have to go and find something even tastier. Yeah! We'll have a nice meal together next time. Absolutely. Enjoy your meal. I get ready and head to the address written on the invitation. La-di-da! Burble, burble, simmer the stew! Sizzle, sizzle, let's grill some meat! That must be the door! Oh, hi, Bready! Come and sit. It's almost ready. Okay. I hope Mr. Gourmand likes it. Oh, he's here! Oh boy, I'm so nervous. More nervous than I was filming the first episode of my show! Come on, Crust. You can do this. Come on in! Upon hearing the boisterous voice booming from the kitchen, I'm certain I found the right place. I press the door button. Welcome, Mr. Gourmand, to the Cooking Oil Kitchen, where the air is filled with the aroma of delicious food. Hi, how have you been? Fantastic. Well, that goes without saying. I'm so happy we could finally invite you to our kitchen. Here, have a seat. Thanks. Today, I prepared a proper multi-course meal for you. For the hors d'oeuvres, we'll be starting with shrimp canapes. Canapes? Shrimp canapes? I don't know. Somebody correct me down in the comments. Wow, so fancy. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you, Crust. What is this strange feeling? It's as if a light bulb has gone off in my brain. It's so delicious. I'm overwhelmed. Toasted bread, cheese, ham, hollandaise sauce, shrimp, and you were ecstatic when you made it due to thinking of the commander. The flavor is imbued with an effervescent joy. It's impressive that you could pick out all the individual ingredients. There's plenty more still to come. For the next course, we have... that was amazing. Thanks, Crust. No, thank you, Mr. Gourmand. It was wonderful to see you enjoying the food so much. So, is the whole Splendiment incident over and done with? Yeah. Everything's back to normal. There's nothing more to uncover. And the affected restaurants and stores are being compensated. The complaints have died down, and people are commending the government's response to the whole affair, just like they wanted. Just like they wanted. I have to admit, it doesn't really sit well with me. Still, I'm at least glad that Bready could taste again. Thank you for saying that. Commander, I have a request. What is it? Hold on, Bready, you're not actually going to... Yes, I want to taste you, Commander. Come again? Humans are inherently fragrant beings. Yet, they carry an abundance of memories, emotions, and experiences. At first, my curiosity was minor, but as time passed, it became more intense. What would the commander taste like? Bready, you said you dislike tasting humans. I do. Most of them either taste terrible or barely have any flavor. Is Splendiment manufactured from humans? But I think the commander will be different. I think he'll have a new flavor. Is Splendiment made from human beings or human cells? Commander, will you let me? Sure. I extend my hand out to Bready. It's not like you're going to take a bite out of me. She's simply going to lap me with her tongue, so it's no big deal. It's a big deal to me. Very well. Thank you so much. That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail right there, guys. That is the thumbnail right there. Whoa! It's animated. I like the way that happened. Well, we're gonna go with the eyes open shot right there in the hearts. Hold on. Let's get it. Let's get it perfect. There we go. Wait. I get guys. I'm sorry. My apologies. Especially you guys are watching After Pack on YouTube. Got to get it with the hearts on it. Okay. Just saying. Just saying. Huh. What is that? So it's quite the graphic, is all I'm saying. Bready, what are you doing? It's strange. So strange. It's most unusual, Crust. What is? I can't sense anything. Emotions? Information? His backstory? Nothing. All I'm picking up is his sweetness. Well, his sweetness, you know what I mean. What? Really? Yes. I'm simply getting the taste, and nothing more. My mind doesn't feel overwhelmed. It's not something strangely exotic or stimulating flavor, but I can actually taste it. Unbelievable! At long last, I finally found it. The taste I've been searching for all my life. One beautiful beyond all comprehension. Pure and untainted by information. It's divine. Bambouche. Remember what I told you before? that's a word we describe a taste that surpasses all others. If that's the case, from now on, I'll refer to the commander as such. This is the most heavenly taste I've ever experienced, so it's only appropriate. Not sure how I feel about being called bambouche. Crust, is there any way that we could incorporate bambouche into some dishes? What? What are you saying? Surely, there must be a way. What if we use a few strands of his... No, please. You're telling me you want to cook with hair? With his hands and face taste different than his... Please do not cannibalize me. Please. What are the other parts of the body you... It'll all be so delicious. I'm starting to get a little scared. I've never seen Bready like this before. Bambouche, please. Could you let me taste you from time to time? It'll cost you. Please, just a lick or two, like this. Oh, well. My goodness, I haven't even thanked you properly yet. My greatest thanks to you for letting me experience the pure sensation of taste for the first time. You're welcome, I guess? Would it be alright if I kept one of your fingers in my mouth for the entire day? Absolutely not! There's gonna be a lot of other jealous Nikkes if I let that happen, okay? That's all I'm saying, but... Bready, get a hold of yourself! I've never tasted anything like this before. Something that brings me so much happiness. It's absolutely incredible. But there we have it, I guess, right? That was interesting to say the least. It's got me wondering about Splendiman and what it's actually made of, because it kind of seems like it's involving some sort of organic or human matter, which is not really the best. Possibly, maybe I'm completely wrong, but they say it's super cheap to produce, and it's something that's only available in the Ark. So I have no idea, but I guess maybe we might get a snippet or a little more information with the bonus story for the hard mode, which again, as always, I will upload after the fact when it does release. So stay tuned for that one over here on the channel if you guys are interested. Again, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel and also give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy these playthroughs and all that good stuff. I guess I kind of probably should do something that I was meaning to do in the last video, and that's just pretty much go back to the Nikkepedia and have a good look at Bready, even though I wasn't able to recruit her, unfortunately. Looks like there's some changes here too with the Nikkepedia and the roster for some reason. So let's take a look at that real quick. That's very interesting to me, I gotta say. So, there's like these little icons here with like hearts on them. And does that mean that their bond level is like full or something? No, that wouldn't be. Wait, would it? They're different colors too. What does that indicate? There's gotta be something to do with their bond, right? That's my guess at least. So is that, yeah, it must be. So, white probably means that they're not completed. Yellow probably means that it's capped temporarily, possibly. And then black and purple, does that mean that it's like the full level 40 bond, possibly? Maybe. I don't know. No. So that's got to indicate whether or not they actually have a collection item tied to them, right? Right? Is that what this is? Is that what that means? Collection level 3. Collection no levels. Right? So what would this be? That would be a favorite item, right? So it's indicated by that color. So these are favorite items. And then I'm guessing the other ones would just be like this is probably regular rare. and the purple's got to be SR. Okay, so that's what the indicator is from what I'm divulging or what I'm picking up on. You know what I'm trying to say. Nikkepedia. Right, back to this. Let's take a look. We'll go over something. So again, I do feel like Bready is intended to work with Mast, Romantic Maid, and Anchor, Innocent Maid. Also, as well as our other team members, which I believe are a little bit further down the list here. She should also work with Mana, I believe, and it was Summer Rosanna, right? So this unit right here, Rosanna, Cheek Ocean, possibly even Sakura, Bloom and Summer. I feel like she could work with them. So here she is, Bready, and then we'll also take a look at the brand new outfit that just got introduced as well. So Bready, looking real good.
Let me know if you're hungry. I'll invite you to our kitchen.
Gives me those Elig vibes, right? Big time. In terms of her being a little bit more of a weighty character, which I'm not mad about at all. I think she looks fantastic. I love it. Get a little side boob action there, right? Whenever we're taking the shot. But damn, she's thick. She is thick, and I'm digging it.
Delicious.
Oof. Good lord. Fantastic looking character. Again, I won't break down the skill sets or any of that stuff either. Not favorite items. We're looking for costumes because we have, is it 2 new costumes? Right? We got one for Aid, which we know is down here somewheres. And then the other one was for Tia, I believe. I don't know if that's in here right now. Okay, so here they are right here. This is Tia's, which is called Sweet Chef.
Where on earth did I put my reptile encyclopedia?
Holy moly. That is a great outfit, not gonna lie. I dig it. I like the way that her hair is done in this outfit. And then we also have Aid right here, right? Made in spring.
Would you like some dessert?
Dude, I dig this outfit for Aid. Wow. This one looks sick. Kind of giving me a little bit of like Diesel vibes for some reason, you know what I mean? I think maybe it's just like the casual look, but this look really suits her. I love that outfit. Holy crap, dude, I might have to get that one. I really like that outfit. And I think those were the only 2 that were added in, right? Currently, as far as we understand. Yeah, okay. So, I got a feeling we're probably only going to get Bready for right now. I don't think we're going to end up seeing Crust as a recruitable character until maybe a little bit down the road, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But anyways, that is going to do it for my coverage of New Flavor. Again, if you guys watched this long, really appreciate you. Thank you very much. As always, we will be back with another video in the near future covering the bonus scene for the hard mode of New Flavor as well. Very much excited to learn a little bit more about the secrets surrounding Splendiman, right? Gotta find that out. Anyways, that is gonna do it for me. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace!